In 2010, 79% of respondents told CNN earmarks are not okay with them. Groups like the National Taxpayers Union is promoting a permanent ban on its website right now. I checked it out today. Look right here. We took a screenshot. It calls on Congress to pass the Earmark Elimination Act in the Senate, since the Senate right now allows earmarks technically if members disclose the request so everybody knows that they're there. Why should these funds be taken off the table permanently and across the board? Can't these projects be funded more transparently and still help local communities? I asked Pete Sepp, the president of the National Taxpayers Union. Pete, many people are out there saying we need to bring back earmarks. You disagree.
Even when there was earmarking prior to the year 2010, 4 out of 33 budgets were passed on time. The other 29 were passed off time with delays. Earmarking did not help that process. Others say, well, earmarking never amounted to more than 1% of federal spending. Well, you can't earmark things like Social Security, only appropriations. And in those appropriations bills, some of them had 30, even 50% earmarks. It corrupted the process. It went to powerful appropriators on congressional panels. The rank and file didn't get anything out of it. It basically made the process worse, not better. And that's exactly what's going to happen if we bring back earmarks.
Do you think that Congress has it in itself to do this, bring back earmarks, be able to do some trading, but with more transparency?
Earmarking will actually bury parts of the budget process away from public view. In fact, that's what the whole process is designed to do, sort of bring back the old boys network so that spending favors can be traded out of the public eye. You can't really design a transparent earmarking process because earmarks by definition aren't that way.
What do you think should replace it, or do you think nothing?
There are other reforms that can be made to the scoring agencies that guide Congress as to how much a given proposal will cost. We can have more executive branch involvement and obligations in the budget process. In fact, there's a whole raft of recommendations that will soon be coming out from a number of nonprofit organizations to help the budget process improve. And these are the kinds of things Congress has to consider rather than trying to rely on a long discredited tool.
Right now, there might be roads, might be bridges, might be libraries out there that need to be fixed or get federal funding, but let's say their member of Congress is not close to the executive branch to actually get that money filtered down to them. What do you propose they do if they cannot get something like an earmark?
If a member of Congress isn't close enough to the executive branch to plead their case, chances are the earmark process wouldn't help them anyway, because in the past it has helped the most powerful appropriators who didn't really need the earmarking process but used it to their political advantage. Those who have real need-based projects need new processes for evaluating and setting priorities. That's the lesson here from this whole earmarking debate. Create something that gives power to all lawmakers to make their case for more funding.
For what it's worth, the House has been mulling a plan to reintroduce earmarks in the House. So far, no vote has been taken. It's been taken up in Rule Committee. It would look bad politically, no doubt, but it could help the process of governing potentially and pass the president's wish list, which he will roll out tonight.